Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. Why am I expecting the biggest rally in the coming months? Is coming from Ash Crypto. Gold, first of all, gold made an all-time high since 2011. BTC usually does follow gold after a few months. The dollar index is weakening. The US elections, guys, those are coming up too. They are historically, or rather they do have historically a bullish effect on the market. The global money supply starts flowing. Rate cuts are also starting to happen in September. And Bitcoin has been consolidating for 6 months and is due for a long breakout soon. This is your last chance to bag your favorite altcoins because Q4 is going to be huge. And, even if we look at Bitcoin, even though we are seeing a little bit of a retracement, guys, we're seeing a positive pattern here on the chart. After this big sell-off back on August the 5th, we are seeing Bitcoin continuing to move upwards. So over the last month, even though, we did see a large volume event on that Black Monday, as they're calling it, Bitcoin price has been moving to the upside, making higher lows on this shorter time frame. So, even if we come back down under $60,000 again, that wouldn't surprise me in the least. We could see Bitcoin continue to do this kind of thing. And then finally, by Q4 of 2024, I think we are poised and set to see an explosion for Bitcoin first, then the altcoins will follow. Here, let me bring up the total 3 crypto market cap here. You guys can see on the charts. Let me remove some of that there. The downtrend for altcoins, it has looked a little rougher for altcoins. I got to say that Black Monday brought altcoins. Check out that volume, guys. Wow, that brought altcoins down significantly. But as this happens, of course, a good opportunity to accumulate. We are seeing altcoins retracing now a little bit. But these volatility patterns, I got to say, when we do see any kind of cryptocurrency, and we're looking at the broader altcoin market here, but any kind of crypto that is volatile, generally what that means is even though they're volatile to the downside, that's also a good sign that we're going to see some huge volatility to the upside as well. You can see here the sentiment has gone down by a little bit, not by as much as I thought it was actually going to be down even more. 54 right now. Market cap is down to 2.19 trillion. 24-hour volume, that is up a little bit. They're accounting for that sell-off now. And guys, Bitcoin dominance is back up to 56.4%. So let's just bring up the dominance chart here to take a look at Bitcoin dominance. And I'm going to put that on the weekly so you guys can see what has slowly been occurring over the last several months now. So Bitcoin creeping up, still in this steady pattern here. I think we could see Bitcoin get up to that 60% level, which we did see it stall in and around here back in September of 2020 and May of 2019. There was one pundit the other week saying, we're not going to see the kinds of numbers that we've seen in the past for Bitcoin dominance just because the altcoin market now is so robust. So 60%, maybe that is going to be the target for this bull run. And generally speaking, right now, as of the time of this recording, you guys can see the market has been selling off. Most altcoins are down, single digits. XRP, guys, is also down. As of the time of this recording, we're seeing an XRP trading in and around just under yesterday's price, trading in and around 58.5 cents. So XRP not immune to this, but altcoins still need to suffer a little bit more. This coming from Stock Money Lizards. We talked about Bitcoin dominance a little bit here. And he's saying it can rise up to about 60 to 70 before alts start outperforming Bitcoin. Here's just another chart just demonstrating that. He's thinking it could go up even to 70%. 70% would be lofty. I guess if we do see another huge surge of Bitcoin inflows, that could be a possibility before altcoins take over. We are seeing money going into the Bitcoin ETFs. This one coming from Crypto Insight UK. Massive Bitcoin ETF inflows on Friday and yesterday. So 252 plus 252 million on Friday. And then yesterday saw $202 million in inflows. Interestingly, though, no GBTC outflows yesterday for only the second time since the launch of the ETF. So you guys can see, if you're watching this video on the day that I'm dropping it, today it is August the 27th, 2024, and August the 26th saw 202, and the day before, or rather the Friday before, saw 252. Now you compare those numbers to what we've seen in the past. They don't really compare. We have to go all the way back to August the 8th to compare, and even $194.6 million is still less than what we've seen over the last 2 days. So August the 26th, over the last 2 business days. So August the 26th, August the 23rd, are we seeing Bitcoin inflows now increase because institutional investors are realizing, okay, now's the time to send it. And for more information on what I'm going to be doing, what coins I am currently holding, my targets, you can find all that at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. It is a $5 a month subscription, and I have kept it affordable on purpose. I do not want to gouge you guys. I want as many people to benefit from this as possible. It is just me, Working Money Channel, my trading journey this bull run. I have learned a lot since the last bull run, so I thought I'd do something a little different this time around. So you can find everything over there at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. I mean, the other metric that I wanted to share with you guys today, Ripple whales have scooped up over 50 million XRP in the past 24 hours. So this is these are all brand new metrics, guys. You guys can see down here, August the 27th, 2024. Look at that number up there. So this one coming from Ali Charts here, 50 million XRP in the last 24 hours, boosting their holdings by approximately 29.5 million. So, timing is everything. And, for a lot of these whales, the price is right. It is still under 60 cents. Maybe not the cheapest time to have bought XRP. However, they're all realizing that, guys, this is going to happen very soon. And I think, a lot of these crypto investors are looking towards Q4 for that big move to the upside. So wanted to thank Ali Charts for posting that. Now, Amele here, guys, posting this. Now, this is actually an older clip. This is Emi Yoshikawa from Japan. She's a Ripple employee. 61 Japanese banks have formed a consortium to build a domestic payment platform based on Ripple that also enables cross-border payments. Even back then, Japan was ready, rearing to go, and it was about getting banks on board. Listen to this.
Actually, Japan is a very, very cash-oriented society.
Surprisingly.
Surprisingly, yeah. People think we are kind of advanced, but by the way, I come from Japan. But the percentage of digital payments of all the transactions is actually only 19%. So it's actually kind of national agenda to increase digital payments. And the government encourage banks to innovate so that they can increase digital payments ratio. So now what we are doing in Japan is we created a consortium of more than 50 banks to come together to develop a completely new payments platform or infrastructure powered by Ripple's distributed ledger technology, which basically replaces the existing domestic payments system called the Zengin system, and also can be applied for cross-border payments as well.
And that contrasts with Zelle, which is a fantastic enterprise.
Exactly.
It's built on the existing rails.
Yeah, that's right.
The consortium, I know, we've been talking about this for years now. So 61 banks. I don't know if in 2018 it was that many. Today, though, obviously there are a lot more. And, it seems as though they were working towards this goal from Yoshitaka Kitao here. Every bank in Japan will use Ripple's XRP by 2025. So he's famously come out and said that. This is another older article here. 2025 is just around the corner. So, Japan has been working tirelessly on XRP adoption. The rest of the world is following suit, but in the United States, and I'm slowly realizing that in many other countries, stable coins, I think, are going to be their foray into cryptocurrency. The banking sector doesn't want to take huge risks, and so we're seeing more and more of this. Ratho Kahneman also noticing the same thing. One thing I got wrong about crypto is stablecoins. They're just easier to use in business, no volatility. Now everyone has a stablecoin. What I still hope is that a liquid medium of exchange between them all will be profoundly useful, and so he's obviously talking about XRP there. This is just another article here. The Latin American e-commerce giant Mercado Libre launches their Meli dollar stablecoin in Brazil. So, I don't have to really read you guys this article here. I will link it in the description of the video. I kind of just wanted to touch on this point, though. The fact that even though, back in 2018, Brad Garlinghouse famously, said that JPM coin, which could have been, did they end up even releasing it, was redundant. There's no point to have a stablecoin when XRP can transact US dollars. But a lot of these companies, what I'm realizing now, a lot of these banks and financial institutions and countries, governments, they're not comfortable using cryptocurrency quite yet. And I don't think that they can wrap their head around, how these cryptos are going to fundamentally change the world. Even though XRP can transact in anything today, it is going to be used for cross-border use cases. It will be used to tokenize assets on the XRP ledger. So the use cases are still going to be there, but for, transacting all kinds of different fiat currencies to other fiat currencies, what I'm realizing now, what I'm seeing here is that a lot of these banks and financial institutions, they still want to work with a liquid stablecoin because that is, the first step. I think it's just baby steps, right? These guys, they can't wrap their head around changing too much. And because Ripple has just come out of the gate and changed so much, I mean, in such a short period of time too, I think it's a little overwhelming for a lot of these governments and financial institutions. So, as a whole, I think the industry is making the step towards stablecoins. And this is why I think we are where we are in the United States. Stablecoin regulations are going to come out first, but then I think there's going to be an onslaught, more real world utility for many different crypto projects following shortly thereafter. The Wrath Economist says here, this also implies a need for compliant custody solutions. For what it's worth, everybody is going to have to figure out and comply with diverse, confusing government regulations. Exactly. Those who do should have an advantage. So Tipsy Tiger here saying the regulatory issues by stables and CBDCs can be solved with XRP. Of course, even in the UK, last time I checked, we are talking 6 different categories for stablecoins alone. That's a vivid example, says Wrath Economist. So, that is exactly what it is. It's confusing. It's redundant. It doesn't need to be this way. But I mean, hey, if this is how we get crypto adoption to occur, I guess we have to go by their rules. Eisenreich here posting this. So another big player in the space, VChain, they've gained a groundbreaking US patent for NANO Clean's key security management system that could revolutionize digital asset security. So brand new information here, guys. A recent US patent approval involving a key security management system has sparked discussion in the blockchain community due to its association with the company VChain. The patent was granted in early August of this year and is attributed to NANO Clean, an offshoot of VChain operating in China. Moreover, crypto community members hyped the development as they believe it was a new patent for VChain. So details, guys, regarding the patent. It outlines a comprehensive security management system method and related software for secure operations involving public and private key pairs. However, the firm's communication lead, Jake C., debunked the patent's connection to VChain. He addressed the situation directly, providing insight into NANO Clean's relationship with VChain and the broader context of the patent. So not a direct VChain connection there. However, VChain does look like it is still associated. He clarified that NANO Clean is connected to VChain as a separate entity. He explained NANO Clean are BaaS, blockchain as a service. They're a seller in China. The toolchain is the product. They were split out of VChain a while ago as VChain technology for compliance purposes, and there was a subsequent rebranding for China and the global market compliance for compliance reasons specifically. So this is still great news, guys. VChain is a huge company, another great cryptocurrency project that I hold in the $15,000 plus portfolio that you guys can find over there at patreon.com/workingmoney-channel, but it's also part of my legacy portfolio. I did sell out some of my VChain in the last bull run. I did make a hefty profit on that. It is a big mover. So another one of those cryptocurrencies that I'm going to be keeping an eye on this bull run. Wanted to thank Eisenreich here for posting that. And the bulls will run. I'm going to say it again. Q4 2024. This election cycle, I think we're going to see something spectacular. I know the crypto industry has been ramping up the donations. Apparently, nearly half of all corporate money being pumped into this year's election is coming from the crypto industry. Listen to this.
So nearly half of all the corporate money being pumped into this year's election is coming from the crypto industry, according to a new report from the nonprofit watchdog group Public Citizen. Now, the sector, which has been under high scrutiny by the Biden administration, is outspending big oil and banks this cycle, with Koch Industries in a distant second place in terms of corporate contributions. Heavyweights like Coinbase, Ripple, and VC firm Andreessen Horowitz, which has a sizable crypto book, have collectively given more than $146 million with the goal of trying to get candidates who are friendly to the industry into office. Now, most of that corporate money being raised is going to the popular and bipartisan pro-crypto super PAC called Fairshake, which is one of the top spending PACs this year. I spoke to their team last night to get the latest numbers on the 4 largest donors to Fairshake and its associated PACs. Coinbase has contributed $49 million. A16Z and Ripple have both given $47 million each, and Jump Crypto put in $15 million. Now, as for where all that money is going, a filing with the Federal Election Commission this week showed that in July, Fairshake dispersed almost $75 million and still has nearly $120 million left to deploy, with 73 days to go until the November election. The super PAC has pledged $25 million from that pool of cash to 18 House candidates in the general election to be split among 9 Democrats and 9 Republicans. It's committed another $18 million to 3 Senate races, Joe.
So crypto is outspending big oil, big banks, and the Koch brothers. These guys have notoriously been huge funders for politics in the United States. And, crypto is the big talking point this cycle. Bitcoin super cycle has begun. This coming from Altcoin Daily. So, some people are suggesting that we could, in fact, see Bitcoin continue to rally because crypto is such a big, talking point for this particular bull run. We might not actually see that 4-year cycle in the same kind of way that we've seen, other cycles in the past. I mean, in the past, we've seen these drawdowns for Bitcoin, 77% in the last bull run. What was it here in 2018? We saw Bitcoin draw down about 84%. And before that, I believe the drawdowns were deeper and deeper, maybe not for 2014 to 86% roughly. So a little bit more. But what we have generally seen, guys, the trend that we've currently been seeing is that the Bitcoin drawdowns are not as much. I think investors are becoming a lot more savvy now when it comes to Bitcoin. So even if we do see a super cycle, and let's say Bitcoin does get up to, $150,000, maybe higher. This is not my prediction by any means. And we do see Bitcoin retrace 40%, maybe we'll see it go to, $90,000 retracing from 157. I'm just giving an example here of what could happen if we do see, a super cycle, because even if we do get up here and Bitcoin does retrace, we're going to see ups and downs over time. But I think a lot of this is going to be leveled out. I don't think we're going to see the same type of volatility as we have in the past. So guys, this is why another great reason to stock up now. If you can, again, that is not financial advice, but just my humble opinion. XRP Healthcare Magazine, guys, is featuring Peter Wysa. He's a pioneering Ugandan healthcare innovator, and his company is known for advancing its patient monitoring systems, who are collaborated with the NHS in the United Kingdom to bring innovative healthcare solutions to the forefront. The visionary contributions of our CTO, Keith Airy, insights from Lara Bloom's tireless advocacy with the Ehlers-Danlos Society, and the strategic expertise of our chairman, Whitney Lin, whose leadership is instrumental in guiding our mergers and acquisitions expansion plans. So XRP Healthcare Magazine has garnered widespread acclaim from healthcare professionals across many different regions of the world, like in Africa, the UAE, the US, Europe, and the UK. Recognized for its rich content and insightful analysis, it has solidified its position as a key resource in global healthcare. So another great milestone there. Just wanted to bring that to your attention from XRP Healthcare, one of these projects that is building on the XRP ledger. So I thought that was some great news there. Just showing you guys more utility, how XRP can be utilized not just in the banking sector, but in many different sectors, many different industries around the world. Now, guys, good morning, crypto. Notice this. Breaking: Ripple documentation has shown IDS for dozens of Chinese and Hong Kong banks. Does this mean that Ripple and XRP are going to be utilized in China? Guys, this coming directly from Ripple's website, okay, docs.ripple.com, and check out all these banks. He's just posted a little video here of him scrolling, I think, on his phone, just showing us how many banks here are listed in Asia. In China specifically, China's been one of those countries where we haven't seen or we haven't really heard too much in terms of RippleNet adoption. And now, guys, the full ID list is below. It is linked in the tweet here, which I will link in the description of the video for you. So, guys, what can we glean from this? M.A. Lee also bringing this up. The bank IDs of China and Hong Kong have been added to the Ripple website. She's taken some screen grabs here just to name a few of these banks. Bank of Beijing, Bank of Changsha, Chongqing Bank, Bank of Communications, Bank of Kunlun, Jinsu, Jishu Bank, Hanzhou Bank. So these are all Chinese banks, guys. Bank of Qingdao, Bank of Shanghai, Bank of Yingkou. So many different Chinese banks, and then some others here from Hong Kong. So these are the bank IDs for China, Hong Kong, and we did already know about the Philippines. But this is a huge milestone. China makes up an integral part of the BRICS nations. It is also the second, some may argue, the largest economy in the world. It has caught up to the United States very quickly over the last, let's say, 2 decades or so, 2 or 3 decades, we'll call it. Gimmick here saying, China is big in BRICS, perhaps giving us a hint of BRICS cryptocurrency that will be used. But I did want to bring up this tweet here from Sherry, okay? So she is saying the author did skim over the fact that the transactions involving the list of banks are not authorizing XRP. So here's what she noticed here. Yes, the XRP ledger can be used to send USD. The XRPL was designed to tokenize assets like USD, Euro, Gold, Oil, and reward points. And then over here, okay, so this is from the bank documentation here, China. It can receive USD, but she's suggesting that there is no XRP connection, at least not yet. So This is still an official document, guys, from Ripple's website. She continues by saying these banks are only accepting transfers involving USD. And NS here suggesting, is it the RLUSD? Sherry saying, I thought it was in beta stage. Secondly, the first screenshot I provided indicates USD among others. So she is suggesting it is the traditional US dollar, not even the stablecoin yet. But that's not to say that cannot change. I think when we do see more global adoption, when we do see a more unified infrastructure when it comes to cryptocurrency regulation around the world, XRP will be ubiquitous. And I think it's already showing here, guys, seeping through the cracks. RippleNet is already integrated into many of these banks. Some of the most challenging banking partnerships, I would think, coming out of China are already now integrated onto RippleNet technology. Why wouldn't they want to use an agnostic coin, guys, to transfer value, considering XRP has been created for such a purpose? But that's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.